All right, let's go through 3 problems from the textbook homework from Tuesday, September 4th. So this one we'll start with, this is around problem 32 or 34 or something like that. We start with kind of taking a look at our coefficients here. I don't really see any that jump out at me as being super easy to start with. None of them are opposites to begin with, so we're going to have to really kind of work on some elimination right here. Maybe I'll start with the top 2 and multiply the top one by 4. Try to get the x's to eliminate. So I'm going to multiply the top one by 4. So I'll take it over here. I've got negative 4x plus 12y plus 4z equals 16. The middle one I'm just going to bring over here, 4x minus 2y minus 5z equals negative 7. Add those together. We get some cancellation right here. Positive 10y minus z equals 9. Alright. So, from there, since we started to eliminate the x's, now I'm going to continue on that path. I'm going to take these two now, and I'm going to continue to eliminate the x's. So I want to multiply the bottom one now. In order to eliminate the x's, I want to multiply the bottom one times that one by negative 2. Alright, so let's do that. Let's rewrite the middle one. 4x minus 2y minus 5z equals negative 7. Negative 4x minus 8y plus 6z equals negative 24. Add those together. We get some elimination right there. Negative 10y plus z equals negative 31. And we'll just simply kind of bring them together now. So this, just kind of slide it up here. And we're going to simply add those, right? They're already ready to go. Alright, I get 0y, 0z equals, whatever that is, negative 22. So 0 equals negative 22. Since that is obviously never true, this system is going to yield no solutions. So once we have an obvious contradiction right here, then the whole system kind of breaks apart. Alright, moving on. Next one. Let's see, I'm looking at my coefficients. I like the first one and I like the last one. Positive 1, positive 1. I'll multiply the top equation by negative 1 to negate everything. I'll make everything change signs, and I'll simply just bring up the bottom one. Add those together, we get a nice elimination there. 5y minus 7z equals negative 6. So since we started eliminating the x's in the first step, we want to do that in the second step as well. So I'm going to take a look at the bottom 2. So I'll look at the bottom 2 and I will try to eliminate the x's as well. Multiply the bottom one by negative 3. Alright, when we do that, I'm going to simply rewrite the top one. This is actually the middle one, sorry. Rewrite the middle one. The bottom one gets scalar multiplied. Nice cancellation right here. Negative 10y plus 14z equals 6. Let's bring them together. Something like that. And we're going to now take these two, maybe I'll kind of move them together. Just get them off to the side so it's a little easier to see. Now we'll kind of take those two and try to solve them. So we have y's and z's, two equations, two unknowns. Alright, so here we go. Multiply the top one by positive 2. What that'll do is give me 10y minus 14z equals negative 12. And I'll simply bring the green one over and add. I get some pretty interesting things here. I get a cancellation, I get another cancellation, and I get negative 6. So 0 equals negative 6. Never true. That is what we call a contradiction. And the answer that you want to write is no solutions. In other words, there are no solutions that'll work in all three of these. Right? Nothing will satisfy all three. There are no points that will do that. Alright, so that's 2 in a row. There are no solutions. I didn't really choose that. I just kind of picked these at random. Let's see this one here. So I want to take and look at my coefficients again. Start with the top two for sure. Positive 2 is the coefficient for both x terms, so I'm just going to simply multiply the top one by negative 1. Alright, and then kind of bring it over here. Alright, I get negative 2x minus y minus 3z equals negative 1. And I'm going to simply just bring this one over. 2x plus 6y plus 8z equals 3. Nice cancellation here. 5y plus 5z equals 2. Again, we started with the elimination of x in our first step, so our second step should be the same thing. So take the bottom two, try to eliminate the x's, so multiply the top one by negative 3. Here we go, negative 6x minus 18y minus 24z equals negative 9. Bottom one, just rewrite. 6x plus 8y plus 18z equals 5. Cancel. Negative 10y minus 6z equals negative 4. Bring them together. Bring them off to the side here on their own. And now we're ready to go. Alright, again, I'm going to try to solve this one. Two equations with y's and z's. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to try to eliminate the y's. Let's go ahead and multiply the top one by 2. That'll give me, I'll bring this down here, 10y plus 10z equals 4. Rewrite the bottom one. Alright, some cancellations here. Cancel. Those cancel as well. That's kind of interesting. And we are ready to write. We've got 4z equals 0. Divide by 4. Obviously, z is 0. Alright, so this one has a solution at least. So we have, remember our final answer. Our final solution is in the form x comma y comma z. So there's our z. We just need x and y now, so let's look for really smart places to put our z. Take literally any one of these four. I would probably start with the blue one. Makes no difference though. If I start with the blue one, and I do a substitution right here, I've got 5y plus 5 times 0, remember z is 0, so that's just 0. That'll cancel out. So 5y equals 2. Y equals 2 over 5. Okay, so that's not really the nicest number in the world, but that is our answer. 2 over 5, oh, there's the bell. 2 over 5 also equals, as you know, 0.4. Alright, so we need the x value now. So to find the x value, we need an equation that has all 3 letters in it. I will use the easiest possible one. The easiest possible equation is probably this one right here. So I know z is 0, y is 2/5. So I need to find x. So 2x plus 2/5 plus 3 times 0. 3 times 0 is just 0. So that disappears. Equals 1. 2x equals, let's see, 1 minus 0.4. Well, that's just 0.6. Oops. 0.6, 3/5. Alright, so now we have 2x equals 3/5. We want to divide by 2. So x equals 3/5 divided by 2. Keep it, switch this to multiplication, and flip this over. 3/5 times 1/2. So that's what x equals. X is across the top 3, across the bottom 10. So x equals 3 over 10.3. So I'll put that down here as my solution. Alright, and that's it for this one. So 3 examples from the textbook, right around page 505. In the actual text, it's page 500 if you're using the online, or excuse me, the PDF version.